Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the garden. Today is, not my finest day out in the sun. Look at this. This is what I came back to. One of the things I came back to. The greenhouse has been obliterated. The wind that we had, the wind and the rain in Brisbane blew this whole thing off, conveniently onto the compost pile, I might add. But I've been away. I've had a few days away with my disability support group. I work as a disability support worker during the week and absolutely love my job. Went away. We had a lot of rain on the Gold Coast where I was, but also up here in Brisbane, as far north as Sunshine Coast and all the way down to Sydney. So there was an insane amount of rain that came in once again and lots of high winds, which resulted in this. But I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of things that I felt yesterday coming back, some of the frustrations. You would have seen an update on Friday that I put out about all of the different plants and things and experiments that we've got going on. If you didn't see that video, head over to the socials, you'll be able to catch that one. But that's all changed now. A lot of the update is now different. We've got a whole bunch of things that just really didn't work out, unfortunately, because that's just what happens in the garden. We have all of these things that we try to do and we work really hard on, and no matter how hard, geez, it's very hot today, no matter how hard we try, some of these things just do not work out. And I just wanted to share a few of those things with you today and feel some of the frustrations that we feel as a gardener. Yesterday I was quite down, coming back in the afternoon and finding this. We'll go through a couple of them. First thing was the greenhouse, but that's an easy fix. The second thing was that my corn was completely infested with ants. The ground is super, super soggy. The corn was infested with ants because every ant loves to get out of the rain and go and find somewhere nice and safe and secure. I might come over here into the shade a little bit because it's a little bit better. Look, you can see how much rain we had. This wheelbarrow is nearly completely full. So all of the ants are all over the corn, which I tried to deal with last night. And the chili experiment, again, has been eaten by a possum or rodents or whatever it is. The chilies have been eaten again. So they're back down to sticks, which is really frustrating. The third experiment one that we went through and re-amended and planted cover crop was looking gorgeous. It had cover crop coming through it. A bush turkey went through and dug up the entire thing and decided to just throw it everywhere, throw the contents all over the garden and into the grass and everything. That's another thing. The grass is so long here because just before I left, when I was due to mow the lawns before more rain was coming again, I broke the lawnmower. I folded it up and pinched the power cable, and the power cable broke, so now there's no power to the lawnmower. I'm not a huge fan of lawns. If you've seen some of my content before, I say get rid of lawns, but we've got quite a fair bit of grass space. There's a nice crow up there, come to say hi. We have a lot of grass here, and because of all of this rain and this gorgeous sunshine, oh, that was kind of cool. All of this gorgeous sunshine, it just grows and grows and grows and grows at this time of year. So the lawn is getting out of hand. It's really soggy still underneath. All of the ants are coming up into the house, into the plants, and into all of the drier areas, up onto the corn, like I said. So it's just mitigating one problem after another at the moment. But look, that's kind of life. It's just like this is a part of gardening, is like we have these ups and downs. We have these times where everything was looking great on Friday. Everything was looking awesome. I was doing really well, had this awesome update, and I thought, look what's going on, guys. Look, this weekend's going to be great, and I'll see you again next week, and we can film some awesome videos and take some bricks levels and do whatever we need to do. But no, nature had other plans, and I'm going to use it as a bit of a positive learning curve. I'm going to use it as some motivation to try and get on top of a few things. Mainly the greenhouse. Okay, I'm going to turn that into somewhat of a secure location for these chili seedlings. I had already tried to protect them, but obviously my protection wasn't good enough. So we're gonna try and fit this greenhouse out today and use that as a bit of motivation to try and do something about it. But I wanted to share some of my ups and downs with you with what's been going on in the garden, and kind of reach out and connect and say, hey, look, these are the things that have been going wrong for me, and I feel frustrated and upset. I was a bit down yesterday afternoon coming back. My poor wife. I hadn't seen her for a few days. I was lovely to see her again. Couldn't wait to see her. I was excited. And then this whole thing just brought me down. I was just like, oh, like, come on. Like, I've been working hard on this. And I'm sure you can all understand the frustration of trying something really hard in the garden and then realizing it's just gone down the drain. So yeah, I just want to hear some of your stories as well. If you've had any stories of stuff that's gone wrong in the garden, you've tried really hard, and moments you've been disappointed, let's try and help each other out. But mainly, selfishly help me out and make me feel better that I'm not the only one out there dealing with gardening issues. But the other thing is the mushroom experiment. That's kind of been slowly going wrong. But it was my first time. I wasn't too worried about that, and I have an update video coming for you about the mushrooms and how and why that's gone wrong. And hello, little birdie. And we're going to get some help from Aussie Mushroom Supplies. The team down there are going to do some awesome work helping us out, and all of that will come in a future video. But that's another failure that I've had here in the garden. But there's lots of positives. Okay, I'll walk you over to the fruit trees because since we put them in out here in the front, these have just kicked off. Look at all this new growth, and it's absolutely loving being here in the sun. So despite all of this rain, which these guys have absolutely loved, you can see, look at all this new growth being pushed out. And I've seen some beautiful butterflies. The passion fruits down here in front of me are also kicking off and doing really well. There's more insects and things coming into the garden. The compost pile, well, it's under here. I've got to fix that up first. But the compost pile is really going quickly. It's moving quickly into some nice compost where we're using the sort of turn as much as physically possible kind of thing. And I'm utilizing the chickens to do my work there and turn everything over and help speed up that process. But there are lots of positives going on in the garden as well. The comfrey, which I'll overlay right now, the comfrey is coming through. We're going to get, I got 7 cuttings of the comfrey. It's a Boking, oh gosh, I'm going to butcher this, but I think it's Boking 14, or this variety that basically is not going to completely take over everything, but I can still utilize some comfrey. So that's going to go in and amongst the veggie beds here and in and amongst the fruit trees and everything, and the chickens can eat that, and it's going to provide mulch, fertilizer. Comfrey's amazing. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. But yeah, there are some positives, the flowers, all of these things. So I just wanted to share and be transparent about what's going on, how many things we're battling here, and how I'm feeling about it, because it's not all just like beautiful flowers and ripe fruits and vegetables that you see all the time in the garden. It's not always going to look beautiful. It's not always going to feel awesome with your gardening journey. So here's part of me being transparent and showing you exactly what's going on. Although Forrest Stump over there makes me laugh every single time I go past him. So that's one thing that I'm just enjoying every time I come out here. But yeah, so look, short and sweet little update video just to kind of show you, hey, look, I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling sad about some of the things that have been happening in the garden, but I'm hoping you can relate to this, and you've had times in the garden where you're feeling frustrated and like giving up and going, throwing in the tools. Not that I'm really feeling that, but just saying, this is really difficult, and I found it really hard. So yeah, share your experiences down below for me. That would be awesome. And I really appreciate you jumping on, joining the journey, joining and sharing and commenting and just being part of this with me. It's very exciting. Thank you to all the new people that are rocking up as well. That's it's really fun to see some more people joining the journey. But I'll keep going today. I'm going to fix all this up, and I'll come back with you with another update and the mushroom video and things like that in the future. So thanks very much for watching. See you guys again really soon.